Hello, I'm Samuel DeKaiser, and today my ATC project is over accidents and incidents caused by ATC error. An overview of what I'll be going over today would be I'll be going over the Los Angeles runway disaster, the Korean Air Flight 801, Japan Airlines mid-air near-miss incident, the Uberlingen mid-air collision, and the Hudson River mid-air collision. First one on the list is the Los Angeles runway disaster. It occurred on February 1st, 1991. It's between U.S. Air Flight 1493, which was Boeing 737-300, had collided with the SkyWest Flight 5569, which was a Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner. The local controller had misplaced a flight progress strip. SkyWest had told the taxi to take off, had taxied the aircraft to takeoff position on the same runway that Flight 1493 was on final approach. The result was all 12 occupants of SkyWest's flight were killed, as well as 23 of the 89 occupants of the Boeing. And here is a video of, well, simulated video of the disaster happening.
Yes, sir. 1493, Headline runway 24 left.
Little M 24 left, 1493. That's a hill.
Next one on the list is Korean Air Flight 801. It occurred on August 6, 1997. Korean Air Flight 801 was an Airbus A300. It crashed on an final approach path to the airport. Although the captain's ignorance played a key role in the cause of the crash, ATC could have prevented this entirely because they did not give a position advisor to the flight crew, as well as monitoring the flight crew, as well as monitoring the flight after they had switched frequencies. Such errors could have saved the deaths of 229 of the 254 people aboard this aircraft. Here's another video of how that went down.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Next one on the list is Japan Airlines mid-air near-miss incident. Occurred on January 31st, 2001. Japan Airlines Flight 907 was a Boeing 727-400, came within 443 feet of Japan Airlines Flight 958, which was a McDonnell Douglas DC-1040. Both planes' traffic avoidance systems sounded to try to have the aircraft avoid each other, but Flight 907 was given contradicting instructions by ATC, which had set both aircraft on a collision course by the trainee controller. Once within visual proximity, the aircraft used evasive maneuvers to avoid the collision. These evasive maneuvers caused injuries to the passengers, as some were not buckled into the seats at the time. Some of these injuries included people. Some of these injuries included broken legs, broken glass, giving people scratches, uh, people getting tossed across rows of seats, and whatnot. But it could have been a lot worse, as many people could have been killed. Oops. Here's a video that occurring.
Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase climb.
Increase descent. Increase descent.
Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase. Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict.
As you could see, both aircraft were within feet of impact. Next one on the list is the Überlingen mid-air collision, occurred on July 1st, 2002, between Bashkirian Airlines Flight 2937, it's a Tupolev Tu-154 jet, and collided with a DHL Flight 611, which is a Boeing 757 cargo jet. The Swiss ATC was identified as the main cause of the collision. A minute before the collision, the controller directed Flight 2937 to descend while their traffic avoidance system was telling them to climb, all while the Flight 611 traffic control system told them to descend as well. This had them still on a collision course, and this collision killed all 69 passengers and crew aboard the Tupolev and 2 crew members of the Boeing. Here's another video showing how that went down.
It's approaching from the left. 3 seconds from disaster. The Russian crew have spotted the DHL plane. They pull up, but it's too late.
Descend hard, descend!
At 11:35 p.m., the planes collide 35,000 feet above the city of Überlingen, Germany. All 71 people on board the 2 planes die.
And for our last one is the Hudson River mid-air collision, occurred on August 8, 2009. A small private airplane, which was a Piper PA-32R, had collided with a tour helicopter, a Eurocopter AS-350, over the Hudson River. The pilot of the Piper had given wrong readback about the Newark frequency to ATC, which they did not catch, and could not establish contact after the pilot had switched over. Due to not being able to establish contact with Piper, both aircraft had collided mid-air, resulting in the death of all victims of both aircraft. Here's a video showing how that went down.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
To review, I had reviewed the accidents and incidents of the Los Angeles runway disaster, the Korean Air Flight 801, Japan Airlines mid-air near-miss incident, the Überlingen mid-air collision, and the Hudson River mid-air collision. Thank you for watching, and this was my ATC presentation.